हेलो, दिस इज घनश्याम। और आज तुम ज्वाइन कर रहे हो मेरे चौथे दिन में, जिसमें आई एम प्रिपेयरिंग फॉर द इंटरव्यूज। एंड आज का जो दिन है वो शायद कारगर रहेगा, क्योंकि आई ऑलरेडी वर्कड ऑन a few things today. It's about resume, how will I start preparing, and the schedule, and how I divided my day. That the thing I have done today only, and yesterday was just chaos. I was not did anything at all. I was just resting and just thinking about things. Don't know what I was thinking actually. But yeah, so today let's start with the things that I want to do today, and we can start it from the okay. तो स्टार्ट करते हैं अपने रिज्यूमे से, जहाँ पे मैंने रिज्यूमे बनाना स्टार्ट किया था. सो आई यूज द कैनवा एज यू कैन सी ऑलरेडी to make my resume. So I looked at lot of them templates, and then finally choose this particular template, and from which I removed the profile, I removed this photo, and then I come up with this resume. That, let me show you that. Okay, okay, this is my resume final that I made. So if you see, I removed the picture from here, I removed it, so it is quite concise, the name of me and the role, and here is the contact detail. Then it's the work experience, and work experience includes everything. That is this Jiva Private Limited is my current. Okay, and here you can see my skills, Ruby and Rails, and the precedence of these skills is decreasing and up until certain point, right? Suppose Ruby on Rails and Express I am good with. MCV, these are I'm good with that. MVC and microservices, GraphQL, REST, database design, Postgres, MongoDB, SQL, object oriented programming, test driven development. With them I'm good. And then if you see Docker and Kubernetes, I kind of do my task. That's what I do right now. Like earlier, I already a DevOps, worked as a DevOps engineer, so I have a quite confident, quite confidence in this working on Docker and Kubernetes. So I can get the pods, I can see what are the issues in it, and those things I can get it. And then Python, Node, HTML, CSS. These are my weak areas, but yeah, I worked on them earlier when I was intern coding ninjas. You can see that. And then Mac OS and Linux, I work on them always. Quick learner that I am, and critical thinker. Like think through the problem and then I take the decision. And other expertise, not the expertise, like I worked on them in my college time, like Arduino, Raspberry Pi, automation, and SolidWorks. And then here I have the work experience, my personal project, position, and responsibilities. I'll add this to the description so you can view it as it is. Okay, this was my resume. I selected this particular thing, changed some colors, removed some of the things that you can do inside the Canva itself. As soon as you click on this image, it allow you to update anything at all, whatever you want to do, right? Just you have to log in. It is completely free. Like most of the things you can do free, but suppose you want to do these things, upgrade logo, color, fonts, and all those things, that is the you had to upgrade the Canva. But yeah, it's enough to work for me. Yeah, cool. So now we can go to the next thing. How will I going to be study? And to see the my study, you can understand like what are the things needed to pass in the interview, and what are the things you need to show or improve on your skills. So I divided these things into three or four categories actually. First is the I divided into two categories. First category tells you about the what actual things or questions that might be asked into the interview. Those are related to the problem solving skills, like some DSA problems or something that includes your coding interview. And then system design interview, in which they might ask about like how you can design your system at the higher level and low level design. Both of them I'll include in it. And then third thing is, and then this is the interview specific preparation. And I also have some other preference in my goals. Those are related to what things I'm going to need. Like there are some tools, there are some application or languages, frameworks, and all those are there that you can learn, right? And I have some certain goals with me, like what are the things I'm going to learn. You can see this Miro board for the more information that includes the all of it, right? So you can see this now. If you see, I divided it into three categories: problem solving skills, system design skills, and to-do list. Tool to design and solve the productivity. There is one more uh, area there I can go to, that is about productivity area. It can be the YouTube productivity, it can be the productivity in typing, like without touching the mouse, how can I type fast from the keyboard only? And yeah, let's see what what I will going to be learn in this thing, right? So let's zoom it to the problem solving skills. Okay, first thing, I'll refresh my DSA fundamentals. DSA fundamentals includes the data structure and algorithm. So data structure like array, graph, tree, and linked list, all of them I'm going to see. And then I will do some of the lead code contests. Some of the means like there are two contests mainly I'm going to give. One is weekly and one is bi-weekly. So definitely I'll going to give the weekly contest. Bi-weekly I might miss. So that's what I will going to do definitely. And to refresh the DSA fundamental, I will be picking. Actually, there is this coding interview, grouping the coding interview pattern and coding questions. So that the course I will be taking to solve the some of the problems. Actually, this is given my friend Prashant. So yeah, I'll be taking her credentials and using it. अगर तुम्हारे दोस्त के पास credentials हैं तो ask them. It is good to have it, right? Okay, let's see. Next thing, lead code. Lead code is lead code. That's great. Similarly, I have already solved some of the problems in lead code around 111, triple one. Yeah, interesting. So I'm in a good place here. But those were sold way earlier. Now I'm not solving. Now I'll start again. Right. Okay. Next thing is introduction to the algorithm. Introduction to the algorithm books. Okay. There is one book I want to read. That is Introduction to Algorithm. That book is quite interesting. It have a lot of things. I can show you that though. In my books it must be there, so here it is. Yeah, here you can see. So this is must read book if you are starting your career, or if you want to have a good idea about the different type of and different kind of books. So you might see it have lot of things, from time complexity to divide and conquer, keeps all type of sorting, all type of data structure, advanced design analysis, dynamic program guiding, and most of the things are present in this book. And it gives you the problem that you can solve. It has some solved problems, and it will give you the how to think about solving a problem. That's the part I like about this book. So definitely a book recommendation from my side. Okay, now we are done with the problem solving skills. Let's go to the system design, right? Okay, here is the system design. First thing, so to design a system designing skills. So what it means is, if you're designing or making a website, or you are designing an app, how should you design? Like, it's about that. So if you think about that, then like, what should be the fundamental principle of the database design, what should be the fundamental principle of the website design, all of it below belongs to this category. And it's not just about the app and website, it's also about the whole system itself. And the whole system means, you might have multiple application or services running in it. Here you have one API for user authentication and authorization. Here you have one API for fetching the products, and here you have API to recommend the products, and here you have your central API that will call all these APIs and then talk to the user or your client. So how you will going to design all of it? So for that we have a lot of fundamental principles behind it. Those I will going to be learn in it. So there is one thing is high level design, and another is low level design. I broke it into the three categories actually. One is low level design and high level design. So low level design consists like solid principles, oops principles. It if you, in a nutshell, if you want to say it, then low level design principles are the principles those help you to code for some specific script, app, or website, right? But principle of high level design, so it is, those are the principle to look at the service level, look at all the services, how they all the services is going to be talk to each other, and how you will going to scale them, how you will going to mm, make them available all the time, right? Those things goes into the HLD. And then I added one more thing, that is generic design principle, like readability of the code, refactoring of the code. Those things can go to this generic design principle. Yeah, so those I will going to be learn slowly. Yeah, let's go to the next thing, tool to design and solve the productivity. Okay, there are a lot of tools to learn, extremely lot of them. Linux OS, Mac OS, terminal, and the tools of the terminal that we already talked about, and then Ruby, lot of languages: Ruby, Go, Python, Terraform, JavaScript. These are just the languages that I might be looking at into. Then Vim, VS Code, and their extensions. These are the code editors that we can look for, because those are also tools, right? And then Postgres, SQL, MongoDB. These are the databases. To manage, to design the databases, we need these tools, right? And then Git, GitHub, CI/CD pipelines. GitHub is used to version control your applications. Definitely needed tool. Then Docker, Kubernetes, to deploy website, you need a Docker to Dockerize it, and then you need Kubernetes to orchestrate it, right? And then there are these frameworks and libraries: React, Rails, Gin. Those are the frameworks you would use uh, to easily create the website by using all the LDD to apply these low level designs in a quick way, because you cannot apply all the low level design in a one way, right? So to apply them, there are already frameworks are written which includes the MVC architecture and all of it, right? So it includes all of it, and this is how I'm going to be uh, look on these three categories. And in three categories I will be studying. And how will I learn it? Like, how will I means schedule. Okay. The schedule will be problem solving skills and system design skills go parallelly, and uh, I will learn them, okay, in a first half of the day. Yeah, this will be the first half of the day. And then after that, I will be learning the second thing, that is the tools to design and solve the problem. Solve, right? So those tools are equally important. But I'm not going to pick the tool and then learn it and then do something. No. What I'm going to do is I'll create one website with bare minimum tools that I already know, right? And then I'll improve on that particular website slowly by learning new tools, by improving my skills on some new tools, so that website can be become a large and usable by the users in a real world, right? So that's my goal for my that is my study plan. Yeah, cool. Okay, after deciding these two things, making my resume and making my schedule, now you know I'll going to do these things. How will I posting my videos? तो मैं daily, on daily basis, most probably I'll be posting 3 videos, one for each of the segment, one for problem solving, one for system design, one for whatever I'm creating right now, and some productivity tools also include that. And today itself I went through it. And one more interesting thing I want to tell you, that always apply for the jobs. Whatever you are getting, I already applied for 3 jobs, even though I'm not feeling that confident about the DSA system design. Why I'm applying? Because if there is a job that uh, that suits you and take your sorry, I'm not coming up with a good word, but ऐसी जॉब जो तुम्हारे लिए बनी है, you should apply for. Like, I already worked in Rails, Ruby and Rails for 3 years. So if there is a job that needs work on Ruby and Rails and with using GraphQL, that I was always doing that same thing. So I applied for it. No worries. If I got the call, then I'll see that and I'll let you know. But for now, yeah, this is the thing that I did. I'll going to be apply for all the jobs with my this newly created resume. If I didn't get any responses, then I'll definitely update the resume, and let's see what happens. And for now, I think this is what I did. After this, I'll tell you what my new challenges, because I will be creating three separate kind of videos from now. So thank you. Bye bye. See you in the next video today only.